How's it going, everybody? Lance Akiro here, and today we are playing The Invisible Hour. Now, this game, I don't even know if you would call it a game, or if you would call it a little mysterious film kind of thing. You're kind of sitting, you're interacting a little bit, but not too much. You're basically a fly on the wall and you're kind of watching. Now, the cool thing is you can go to different people and kind of watch them and see where their storyline goes. So it's going to be interesting of how I'm going to kind of do this. But if we will have to kind of focus on one person, and then I guess I can make it from each part where we could just focus on another. I don't know. But as you see here, I'm using move controllers, so you can grab, it seems, rewind, fast forward, left turn, right turn, teleport, and then grab again. I don't know if... Yeah, alright. So we'll go with this. So just pull, it seems. Oh, grab. There we go. Oh, grab my ticket. Okay. Delete your ticket save. So this is my save file, Friday the 13th. Might as well, right? There's my ticket. Oh! Okay, hold the T button to activate teleport. There it is. So we're using teleport mechanics. This is a very nice room in here. Alright, so here's the main room. This is like watching a movie theater. Alright, let's check out the options. There's the gamma. That's the height. You can control the voice, the music, and I guess the sound effects. And you could put subtitles. Spanish, French, German, and English. Espanol, Francisco, Dutch, and then English, of course. Okay, so this will put you back into the theater. Hold to teleport. So everything that we did. Alright, so on with the show. Shh. Oh. Alright, so we're actually a part of this. So press T to pause time. Oh, wow. I control time! And then hold circle to fast forward. Okay. Hold X to rewind. So just in case I missed something. And then press T again to resume time. Alright.
Captain? When are you coming back? Captain?
Make sure nobody's... Oh! So we can kind of like, we don't like have to follow every step this guy makes. We can go on ahead and see what's going on before he gets up here. But then something could happen during the time if we don't follow him. So it's kind of weird, like, what could happen if we leave him here. That's what makes this an interesting experience that I discovered. I mean, it's not have to be all about action pack and all that stuff. This is like an interactive theater where it tells a story, but you don't know how the story is until you move around and search. Like, I didn't know this woman was up here. Why is she crying? Okay, so what if we figure out what happened here by rewinding? Maybe something happened. So let's pause time for a moment and let's rewind. And maybe we might figure out what happened here. Look at that! Look at that! That's awesome! Alright, hold on. Alright. Let's check her out. Now we're rewinding right now. The boat is like returning back. She's been standing here crying throughout this whole time. Like, seriously. And that's literally it. That's all she's been doing. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So we went on ahead a little bit of the story. We know that she's crying, but we don't know why she's crying. We just know she's crying. So now let's see if we can get the guy up here and kind of figure out what to do. Oh, wow. He just showed up. So let's fast forward a little bit. Oh, there we go.
Miss? Miss? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Excuse me, but the evidence seems to suggest otherwise. Would you tell me your name, please?
Flora White.
Flora. Could I persuade you to come out of the rain, Flora? You'll catch your death out here.
I don't care.
I'm quite certain Mr. Tesla has fresh towels and a nice fire inside.
Do you know him?
Do I know who?
Tesla. Do you know Mr. Tesla?
Well, obviously you must, to have come all the way out here.
Is he your friend?
My friend? No. No, I never met him.
Then he won't listen to you. He won't let me in.
I'm quite certain Mr. Tesla is a man of common decency. Of course he'll let you inside. I'll make sure of it. Please.
Alright, so we're going to try to see what's going on ahead by checking out the front door. The front door's already open. Are they talking? Yeah, they are talking. What? Let's rewind that for a moment. There we go. See, you miss something when you just turn your head for a moment.
Now what makes you think Mr. Tesla won't let you inside?
He told me so. He already turned me away.
He did? What's this? Miss, I believe this could be yours.
Oh, dear God, thank you. Thank you. I couldn't bear to lose this.
It's very pretty. So you were saying Mr. Tesla turned you away? Why would he do that?
What's your name, sir?
My name is Gustav.
You're very kind, Mr. Gustav. But I'm afraid this is a private matter.
Yeah, I got a squeaky chair. My feet. See, now I don't want to miss a beat. Okay, that's cool.
It's open. Mr. Tesla?
Is he all right? No. No!
Stand back, miss. What's going on here?
Detective Gustav, I assume. My apologies, I didn't hear the bell.
Okay, before continuing, it sums up like you can probably spoil this for yourself to figure out what happened. Now, I could rewind this all the way back and then figure what happened. But then it might not show too much. But let's see. So right now, I am going to stay here. And those guys are going to go all the way back. He came out of there. How long was this body here for? This body was here for the beginning. Alright. Well, if the body was there from the beginning, then... See, that's a good thing. Because then it'll be like kind of spoiling it to figure out what happened and how, Tesla died. So now we're going to fast forward and get it back into speed here. But is there anybody else around? Let's see. Like, you can explore this house already before even starting anything. That's creepy. Which direction did the... Oh, okay. So he came in that direction. Oh, good. And you can highlight the person you want to follow. So what we could probably do is we can... I mean, I would have to literally do some editing. And kind of follow just that particular character and see how their side story is. And how it became. So let's just follow... Who are we following? Gustav. We're going to follow Gustav. Since that was a trophy achievement. Thank you.
Is he all right? No. No.
Stand back, miss. What's going on here?
Detective Gustav, I assume. My apologies, I didn't hear the bell. You must be exhausted. Sweden is a long way to come from. If you will be so kind as to follow me, I will show you to your room.
Stop! Who are you?
I am Oliver Swan, sir. Mr. Tesla's manservant.
You're his butler.
Yes, sir.
What happened here?
What do you mean, sir?
Are you blind?
Yes, sir. Blind from birth.
Besides the three of us, how many people in this house?
4, sir.
Call them down immediately. Bang the gong.
Sir?
You're a detective.
Bang the gong right now. No, I'm not.
But he called you detective.
Mr. Swan?
Sir?
How many exits in this building?
Only the front door, sir. But all the windows can be opened from the inside.
What's that?
That's what? Oh, I can...
That's the murder weapon.
Why the devil is the dinner gong being rung at such an hour? My God.
So you can grab the items to kind
Mr.
of
Swan, stay where you are.
get an idea.
Who are you?
Edison. Thomas Edison.
Edison. The inventor.
Tesla invited me. Who are you?
My name is Gustav.
Gustav?
That's right.
The detective's so good, they named him Tony. I've read about you in the papers, of course. Your downfall was much expected.
Who are you?
I don't know what kind of detective doesn't recognize the most famous stage actress in the world. That's Sarah Bernhardt. The Divine Sarah?
And you? What's your name?
My name is Augustus Vanderberg. I'm Marcus Vanderberg's son.
Marcus Vanderberg. The famous railroad magnate.
I can't be here. I've got to get out of here.
Nobody's going anywhere!
I can't be here. I mean, what are people going to say?
They'll say Tesla had himself an accident.
Oh, this was no accident. He died from a blow to his head, and the blood has only started congealing around the edges. This happened less than 10 minutes ago.
What does that
It
mean?
means I'm a murder suspect.
We all are.
We can't leave him like this.
I need to mark the time of death. My pocket watch is still on Swedish time. Mr. Edison, you are an American. You have the local time. Yes?
Why does he look so old?
The time, please.
6 o'clock. Exactly 6.
There's someone out there, look!
What?
Nobody moves. Stop! Turn around!
I can't make it out.
I hope so. For your sake.
The killer's trying to escape.
How do we know that's the killer?
Innocent men don't run.
Back to the house.
They're coming back.
Why in God's name didn't he just shoot it?
Maybe he'd rather ask questions first.
So his name is Monday.
Stop. Mr. Swan, where's the dining room?
Wait, this is the same gun he just fired and picked
That
up.
way, sir. And we have a telephone there too.
Keep walking.
Well, that was over quickly.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
I wonder if Tesla has a set of gallows around here somewhere.
Nobody is to leave this house. I intend to speak with each of you. That's far enough. What's this?
My last will and testament.
Strange thing to travel with.
Every man's journey ends in the grave. I'm just prepared. If you die without a will, then they auction off everything you had. And I won't stand for that.
Victor Monday. That your name?
Yep,
All right. Why did you run, Mr. Monday?
'cause I'm a murderer.
Sir, Mr. Mandy is here by invitation. Same as you and the other guests.
Sit down.
Sir, the local police can take charge of this matter for you.
Local police. Why not? Hello, operator. Please connect me to the police, please. Hello, police? This is Detective Gustav. Yes, it's Swedish. I'm calling from Mr. Tesla's island. There's been a murder
Okay,
here,
while
and I
you're
need you to send a boat immediately. Thank you. Mr. Swan, would you please tend to the other guests until the police arrive?
Very well, sir.
Tell me the truth right now. You said Mr. Tesla turned you away. Why would he do that?
I was his assistant. A few months ago, he fired me without notice. I came here to beg for my job back. I need money, but he wouldn't even let me inside to talk.
You worked here.
Yes,
You know the house. Right then. Take this. Search each floor and report back to me.
we only just met.
I trust you.
I could be the killer for all you know.
No, you couldn't. Because when I met you out in the rain, there were no footprints around you.
What does that prove?
In this weather, that kind of soil, rain takes at least 20 minutes to wash away footprints. Which means that you were sitting exactly where I found you for at least 20 minutes before I arrived. But Mr. Tesla was killed less than 10 minutes before we found him. So you see, you're the only person I can trust in this house.
Try to remember
I am
that gun.
a detective. And I will catch this killer.
But he just
Did he? You can go now.
All right. Please be careful, Mr. Gustav.
I will.
Who's the French woman out there?
I don't think you're Miss Bernard's type, Mr. Mundy.
Whoa, this paper's huge. Pause everything. Press the move button again to read. Okay. Hold on. Okay, even though you press the move button again, I guess it's supposed to read it. Anyway, last will of testament of Victor Mundy. I, Victor Mundy, direct that all estate, inheritance, and other death taxes shall be paid as an expense of administration upon my death. Any remaining assist to my name shall be left in whole to my beloved dog, Lucky. Signed, Victor Mundy. Where's the dog?
Killed Mr. Tesla?
You say I did.
Really? Why would I say that?
Because I killed before. I killed my wife. And a bit on the side. I did 26 years behind bars for it. So I'm an easy scapegoat for something like this. That's why I ran.
And why did you come?
Because I got a letter. Out of the blue. Tesla said he can change my life. Make my mistake undone. Let's just say he got my attention. He said the same to you, didn't he?
How well did you know him?
First I'd ever heard of him when I got a letter. And when I got here, the blind bloke opened the door. First time I'd ever seen Tesla or any of the other guests is when you found him.
Not much of an alibi, Mr. Mundy. A blind man.
Vanderberg boy drowns. The eldest son of railroad magnate Marcus Vanderberg drowned last night while playing on the ice of Longton River with his brother Augustus. Heir to the family riches, Marcus was often hailed by his father as the better son.
Huh. You know, that's kind of messed up. It says to press the move button, but the move button doesn't work. You have to press the triangle button. I was informed by Robbie's comb. He kind of informed me that you have to press triangle, which, you know, you're making a game and it says press the move button when you had to press the triangle. So thank you for that. All right.
Wife, my daughter testified against me. Little Mary Mundy. 7 years old she was back then. But those fancy men in their wigs, they believed her. That's why I snuck the knife into the courtroom. I went for her throat, but I missed. I took her nose clean off her face. A juicy little scrap for the courthouse dog. I still dream about finally gutting that ungrateful bitch, wherever she is now.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you need to understand. If I want to kill someone, I don't hide it. I don't lie. People lie because they're afraid. And I ain't afraid of nothing. What about you?
Me? I don't like violent men, Mr. Mundy. They bring out the worst in me. Do not try to leave this house before my investigation is over. You can go. For now.
So the interesting part is, as much as... Hold up. pause time. Okay. So I like the fact that even though we could be following one person throughout this whole story, we don't know how this outcomes. This is like any other movie, you know? In any movie, you watch the main character, and then you watch the side character, and you watch this. But then, during that time you're watching that person, this event is already happening. This is interesting, and this is a nice start in a VR experience where, you know, actors are actually acting in other rooms right now while we were watching this whole thing, getting some information of this killer that supposedly kills anybody. So I'm kind of really curious how this is going to end and how this is supposed to work out. Because even though, let's say we watched the whole thing based on this character, maybe I wanted to, like, jump to another one, rewind it. Like, I was hearing conversation from the other rooms, so why don't we rewind for a moment? Now, instead of following him, we're going to see what happens with her when she leaves the room.
Careful, Mr. Gustav.
I will.
What? Who is she? Where's she going?
No! No! I'm going to save you. I promise.
Ah, this is pretty interesting. To know, like, what's going on. Like, I'm kind of curious what's going on with the other characters during this time frame. Can I go there anytime? Okay, so instead of like trying to figure out, like, we know for a fact that during the time that they were talking, that happened, which is pretty awesome because that's what I'm talking about. This is where you're actually more interactive with the movie itself. So he just finished the conversation. He should still be in the room, which he is. So during that time frame, he was sitting. Now, what about everybody else? What's going on upstairs? Oh, this is too good. Alright, so we're going to go upstairs. Or let's teleport warp. And then we're going to rewind again. Now, while that's going on, let me rewind until she gets back over there. And then we're going to figure out what's going on next. Alright, so they're back in the room. What's going on upstairs? See, where is everybody? Huh. This is a big house. Alright. So why don't we just play it? See where this takes us. Where did that come from?
Nothing but a parlor trick.
Alright, stop. Where were you? Okay. A little further back. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Man, we haven't even gone any further. Like, literally, not even further. Okay. So, I just went too far back already.
Local time, yes?
Why does he look so old?
The time, please!
There's someone out there, look!
Nobody moves.
I don't know, I can't see. I can't make it out.
Please! Someone, tell me, what is
The killer's
happening?
trying to escape.
How do we know that's the killer?
Innocent men don't run.
But men with guns are not to be trusted.
They're coming back.
Why in God's name didn't he just shoot him?
Maybe he'd rather ask questions first.
Or maybe they're friends.
Stop. Mr. Swan, where's the dining room?
That way, sir. And we have a telephone there, too.
Keep walking.
Well, that was over quickly.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
I wonder if Tesla has a set of gallows around here somewhere.
Nobody is to leave this house. I intend to speak with each of you.
I must confess, Miss Bernhardt, I'm quite a fan of yours. Does that surprise you? You know who I am, of course. When your name is up in lights, those are my lights.
You want to make love to me?
I don't know how you came to that conclusion, but I can assure you that I...
The one man who does not want this.
You are quite beautiful.
You are far too easy. I prefer dangerous men.
Oh. I am dangerous.
Then tell me, what is the worst thing you have ever done?
You couldn't handle it. Your makeup is very thick.
All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. I simply want to look my best for the part that I play in life, darling.
Perhaps I will accompany you to your bedroom.
Perhaps later.
It might not be safe up there.
If the most dangerous man in the house likes me, then I'm not in any danger.
Well, that ain't Widowmaker. Ugh.
Well, Nicola, other than inviting your own murderer, your taste in guests is impeccable.
All right, Mr. Edison, what's going on with you? Ooh, what's this?
An incantation for astral projection. Animum carum pare quia sedactilis velit. Levare cerebrum ab incanabulus, volare sursum incrastinum. An incantation for astral projection. You really put your faith in this? The great Tesla, caught in a snare set to catch fools. A man's mind is exposed by his books. And here you are, a man of science, without a single volume on the subject. Nothing but spiritual mumbo-jumbo. Animum coram pare quia seductilis velit. Seduce the mind because it wants to be seduced. Levare cerebrum ab incanabulus. Lift the mind from its cradle. Volare sursum incrastinum. Fly up, up into tomorrow. Are you in there, Tesla?
I challenge you.
Now, chess could be a very, very long time, so let's fast forward and let's see what happens.
I was afraid to come here.
Right,
I thought I would come face to face with an inventor who is greater than I. But I see now who you really are.
Monsieur Tesla, I'm afraid your bizarre offer to make my mistake undone falls on deaf ears. For you see, I do not regard what I did as a mistake at all. That wretched old man abused dozens of women just like me. I could not let that continue. I do not know how you found out, but this secret will remain a secret, or it will be the worse for you. Veuillez agréer, Sarah Bernard.
Huh. Okay, I can't get the envelope. Alright.
A parlor trick.
Ooh.
Checkmate. 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 Checkmate.
Yeah!
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate!
That's messed up. Stop right there. So, like I said, this is pretty interesting. Very interesting. Now, this is just a little, well, not a little, a lot of a big sample for something that could be going on in multiple entrances. I mean, there's so much to explore, like literally a lot. But I got to figure out how to do this to where I can edit this a lot better. Like, I could make it into a full-fledged cinema where it's a lot easier for everybody to understand. I could let it be a one thing where you guys just watch the one character in play and then put it all together, or, you know, you have choices of which ones to do. There's so much opportunity for this one. And the fact that, you know, I'm exploring, but everything's paused. Where's the other guy? Was he just talking to himself? He was up there?
I don't know, I can't see. I can't make it out.
The killer's trying to escape.
How do we know that's the killer?
Innocent men don't run.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
And he just shoot him.
He left the scene.
Oh no.
Or maybe they're friends.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
What's that? Oh. Poison. And what's this? So he was gonna poison himself. Can I grab that? What is this?
James? Can you hear me, James? Are you out there somewhere? You know, I think secretly, Father's glad you drowned. Because it's given him another reason to hate me. Last week, when I left Manchester, he said, I hope the Atlantic is as kind to you as it was to your brother. I tried to be like you, James. I buried my urges. But I suppose I'm always going to be a disgrace to him, aren't I? And now, here I am again, mixed up in another scandal, a murder. And you know what the papers will say. And he'll read them, and he'll believe them. He'll disown me forever. I'm like a dead limb that he once cut off. Maybe it's time I cut myself off. James. James.
Your suitcase, sir. The police will arrive shortly.
Can I grab that?
Are you all right, sir?
Nope.
Just leave me alone, please.
Very well, sir.
Wait.
Could you? Would you tell my father that I'm giving him what he wants most in this world?
And, what is that, sir?
Another dead son. It's the only kind he seems to care about. So tell him I'm drinking this poison for him. Bottoms up.
Whatever is the matter, hurting yourself is not the answer. Why would you poison your own drink?
Because I can't make my father love me.
All fathers love their sons.
You know, I've tried to be what he wanted. But all he tells me is fine feathers don't make a fine bird.
Well, you seem like a very fine bird to me. Young man, fathers are not always right. You are drunk. And no man thinks good thoughts when he is drunk. Come. You must take a walk and clear your head. What kind of man would I be if I let the arm come to you? Huh? Come. Do you know what you have there?
I think Tesla called it a spirit radio.
Yes. So, you are interested in machines, in engineering.
Well, my father's an engineer. Brought the railroads to England and designed the carriages that run on them. He's a great businessman. You know, I thought maybe if I learned about machines, then we could find some common ground.
Well,
Okay, I know this can go on for a long time, but I just wanted to, already it's almost an hour, and I've been on here just trying to figure out just the beginning part of what the heck is going on with each character, while the detective was just interrogating the murderer. Well, not the murderer, but a killer. But yeah, so I'm going to stop it here, and I am definitely going to be streaming this on my Twitch channel, and we're just going to focus on just one character throughout the whole thing, and then I'll post it up on YouTube. That way, each person that's interested about this VR experience can at least watch each individual character, and then what I want to do is I want to put it all together into like one type of movie and kind of, I don't know, see if I can get it put together. Maybe. Like I said, I got to sit down with this one. This one you could play for hours because with, let's see, I think there's like, 3, 4, 5, let's say about 8 characters in total. You can just sit here and just monitor each one and get an idea. Even though you know how the ending works, at least you can see what happened in between the times they were doing it. So we figured out with James over here that he was going to kill himself after, everybody came out with the body. The detective was interrogating the killer. The female, she has some secret lab somewhere locked up that she's trying to get. I mean, there was so much information in between those times, and this what makes this type of VR interesting to watch. Just to watch. I'm not even caring about having to interact with the objects, but I would sit here and watch and see how this works. I can't believe a lot of people have missed out on this, so definitely give this a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave it in the comments of what I can do to really bring this out and see if we can get a lot of people to watch this, because I think this is worth watching. Really worth watching. So, I'm going to end it here. Hope to see you guys another time. Click subscribe if you want to see more contents.